Oh, I think that we have become the structure of our organization has changed a bit, much as the mandate and the expectation. And for 20 years, we have worked with various stakeholders in a certain form. The new orientation requires that we should look at things differently. We cannot just begin to act in ways when we haven't engaged our key stakeholder institutions. So, becoming an authority, a law requires that we reduce clashes and their resultant casualties, and also regulate road safety related activities. Regulation means that there will be sanctions, there will be penalties. We thought that we cannot do so without engaging our stakeholders. And for the most part of this year, we have been going around to try to engage our stakeholders on the new deliverables. Central region is critical for us for many reasons, and I think it is obvious why, and especially the Winneba, Futu, Swedro areas. So we cannot be in the central region without having to engage our folks here, and it's been very useful. So the overall objective was to bring our stakeholders to speed on our new mandate and try to try to point out what the expectation is for them. And Winneba, for good reason, I think it is good we came. No, of course, we are not happy with it. I mean, we all come into the road environment. I say this all the time that those of us who work in authority, that's our mindset. That if there's anything we can do to improve safety of the road, we must do so because we do not have any special amenities. I drive an ordinary car just like anybody. Our driver was trained by Ghana. We use the same road. So if there are issues on the road, I must be interested on a personal level. It was my failure to improve upon it, might create problems for myself and people very close to me. So that is our attitude. So we are not happy with it. Even though there's a lot to be done, and even though we think a lot is being done, a lot has been done, there's a lot more that ought to be done. For instance, today when you look at awareness levels, it's gone up from less than 40 to about 85% over the last years, from 2006 to about 2018-19. Today, the pedestrian-related fatalities are coming down. Bus occupant fatalities are coming down. Child-related fatalities are coming down. All of this will not happen out of nothing. It means that some progress is being made. Nonetheless, there are concerns. Whereas these other indicators are coming down, there's an upsurge of motorcycle-related cases. So we need to figure out how to deal with that as well. Otherwise, if you take out motorcycle fatalities from the conversation, which was not an issue 10 years ago, the numbers would have taken a different turn. But today, we all understand the mixture of concerns in that sector, and we are very much aware of it, and we are taking appropriate steps to try to keep a hold on that situation as well. Oh, the contributing factors are known. We are not in a stage where we don't know why accidents occur. We've been keeping data since 1991. And if anybody says that we don't know why accidents occur in this country, that would be disingenuous. We know. I mean, there are common discipline issues. We know that close to 60% are speed related. That drivers in this country have become very indisciplined. That is part of the knowledge. They get into the roadway and do what they want. We also know that there are institutional lapses and that institutions must raise their game and do more than they are doing. Although the causatives, there are a mix of factors. But road user and institutional discipline or indiscipline. And while the road user is being encouraged to be law-abiding, the various institutions must also do the same so that together we can fix the concerns appropriately. The central region may have concerns, but the central region does not even rank in the top 3 regions, worst performing regions in Ghana. So how come that the central region road will be problematic. I think there was some misreporting or misunderstanding. The point that we sought to make at the time was that when you look at the central region outlook, you get it, the data for central region, the Accra Cape Coast stretch of the central region accounts for 60% of accidents in the central region. And somehow somebody took that to mean that 60% of all accidents in the country was happening on the Accra Cape Coast route. That is incorrect. Very misleading, must not be given any attention that it deserves. There are other routes, Asin Fosu to Kumasi, you have Cape Coast to Takrade, and other areas here. I wasn't in Winneba to Swedro. So the nature of our roads are, yes, but the report was careful to say that 60% of accidents in central region were being recorded on the Accra Cape Coast route. Not to say that 60% of accidents in Ghana were happening on that route. So it is not true, and it should not be given any credibility that it does not have. That is inaccurate. Yeah.